There's a problem that exists within the credit reporting and credit repair space that allow us to pull out our hair and to scream. And sometimes this issue allow even good credit reporting companies to look like they don't know what they're doing. What is the problem that I am speaking about? The problem is getting information or accounts deleted only to have them returned months later, weeks later, or even sometime in the future later. And it brings you back to square one. What if I tell you that there are certain things that must be done, and 99% of the time when those deleted information returns, the bureau and the creditor did not follow the law and what the law requires? Welcome back to Credit Nerdery. It's your boy Genius, Ironic Financial. We're going to deal with, in this video, the proper terminology for reinserting information in your credit file. Welcome back. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. There is a perennial problem, as I have said earlier, that plagues us. We get our information deleted from our account, and when we look, the information comes right back. And we clean up certain things in our account, and when we clean it up, I said, yes, our credit is now good. There we go down the road, it comes back. Sometimes credit repair companies clean up files and hand over back to the client that your credit is now good, only to have it returned down the road. Then you have furious customers coming back at you saying that you tricked them, or you told them that you could have fixed their credit, but you did not fix their credit. This is a problem that has been plaguing us, and when they did an amendment to the Fair Credit Reporting Act, they made sure that they addressed this issue, because this issue is widespread. What end up happens is this: when you deal with a reinserted piece of information, that's the statutory name for it, reinsertion, and we have what is called a reinsertion removal packet here at Ironic Financial. Now, what end up happens is that when your information is deleted by the credit bureau, if the creditor refurnishes the information, or the credit bureau remove it and then revisit the issue down the road and put back that information in your file, there are certain procedures that they must follow. Once they're going to reinsert that information in your file, and I get this sort of thing with credit repair client, and I get this sort of thing doing even my own credit, where I add an account that was deleted only to have it come back. I get rid of it only to have it come back. Sometimes it comes back in different ways. So let me just address this. It's a good thing I bring it myself, because in my case, what happened is that the original creditor keep bringing back the information. I think this was a collections account, in my memory serves me right, a collections account that I was not responsible for. But what ended up happening is that the creditor keep bringing back the account, and every time they bring it back, I would get it up. But what they would do, they would switch up whoever they have doing the collections for them and pass it on, and that company would just bring it back to my credit report under the guise of a different name, as they were using many different collection agencies to do the collection for them. As I said, I was not responsible for the debt that they were adding to my file, and because I am aware of how to deal with collections and get them removed, I was able to get it removed. And they keep bringing it back, and each time they bring it back, I get it removed, until I have to make sure I allow them to know that this is the same account that cannot be verified, and you have been reinserting it back in my file. You need to block this account and delete. Why is that word block important? The word block is important because it means that once the account, the information cannot be verified whether it is true or false, you get them to never allow that information to show up back in your credit report, even if the creditor want to show it back up. Right? So we block it. Now, The other way how you have reinserted information comes back to your report is that sometimes the credit bureau does its own investigation and decide to bring back the information. Sometimes it's the creditor that does this. They might get it off, the bureau might delete it, and then the creditor might come back with it, and when the creditor refurnish it, they put it back. Now, once the account was deleted at some point and it's gonna come back, the bureau have a certain amount of days. I covered this in the reinserted account removal packet that we have in at tyrannycreditproducts.com. I walk you through all of this in the section of the law, section 611 of the FCRA deal with this. They must contact you several days before they add back that information to your file. And once they contact you back, they must provide, if it's coming from the furnisher, they must provide what is called a certification of accuracy. What does that mean? The reason why the information was deleted or removed in the first place, it's either it couldn't be verified, or it could not be certified as being accurate, or it was incomplete. So in order for them to bring back something that was previously deleted, and the law makes sure it protects us from information not showing up in our file that doesn't meet the three criteria that I just gave: completeness, verifiability, and accuracy. Once it's not meeting that, it must be gone. If they're gonna come back with it, they must certify that the information is accurate. A lot of time they bring back this sort of information in our credit file without ever certifying that it's accurate. Once they do have the certification, it has to be deleted again. So it's on the grounds of that you attack an account that keeps showing back up on your credit file, or if it is something that is a collection and the creditor, the original creditor, whoever it is, or the collector is playing games by using different names to furnish the information. Can they do that? That was the case when I had this situation with my personal credit, and as I said, the information wasn't mine, and I had to point this out to the credit bureau when I attempted on the third time to get it deleted, to let them know that, listen, this account is the exact same account that you have deleted on X date and Y date, and now you carry it back again. And I told them to block it and delete it, and once I pointed that out to them and used the sections of the FCRA that deals with the certification, they never bring back that account to my file. So that's how you do it. Once it comes back, there's a certification of accuracy that must be provided by the furnisher of the information, and once the bureau cannot provide that certification, then they have to delete it. And when you ask them to delete, don't just ask them to delete it, ask them to block, to delete and block it. So even if they have it on the back end, they can't show it in your file. Alright, that's how you deal with reinserted accounts. That's how you deal with accounts in the common language, accounts that you got deleted before and it keeps showing back up in your file.